Hello everyone, my name is Ruth Ruiz from RR Classic Entertainment, and I'm here with my friend Candy with an I, Quaid. We're here to talk about something that's very, very important and close to our hearts. And Candy is part of a program and actual founder of Healthy Ties. Now, what is Healthy Ties? Can you explain?
It started as a vision that I didn't understand too much of through my own personal experience. I have been a classically trained opera vocalist on a vocal performance scholarship to college and did that for several decades, had my family, children, married. And then down my path, Ruth, as many of us experience different roadblocks in our path, as we grow. And so I ended up having one myself and didn't really understand it. So after my breakup and all, I ended up doing a lot of research and discovered a lot about healing and about where all these things come from. And then I was asked to do keynote speaking and a lot of different events for the CHP and fallen officers' families and raising money for them, singing for that, singing for a lot of, like my sister house and child abuse agencies and things like that, and raising money for a lot of foundations and nonprofits. And in doing that, people began to see that work and said, hey, you're really doing the work of a nonprofit yourself. So last year, we had some folks that noticed and took interest and filled out the paperwork with me, and in the record time of about 3 months, we got it back and became our own 501c3 Healthy Ties. So 2015, when things were imploding in my own life story, I started the research and did that for about 5 years. And then from about 2020 to 2025, I was doing a lot of advocacy and awareness and speaking and performing across the country for others. So it's really been happening for 10 years, growing as a vision. But it wasn't until last year that it became its own 501c3. 2015, in the NorCal area, I was discovered singing Landslide for a mother's birthday at a wedding that I was asked to do as a vocalist, and was approached to be the next Stevie Nicks in a tribute. So I've been doing that for about 10 years. So I have a real background with that particular tribute, but we're Big Love Tributes, and we tribute a lot of things. We tribute occasions, venues, birthdays, anniversaries. We pay honor and tribute to many things through Big Love Tributes. That's what we are.
So it's called Big Love Tributes.
Big Love Tributes. And the show that we're doing on the 20th does happen to be our Big Love Stevie Nicks and Friends tribute show. And our group is fantastic. We've got 4 vocalists, and they are 2 classically trained opera singers and 2 other very seasoned vocalists and musician with some big music sound, but 4 harmonic voices that it's just been fun to rehearse, actually. I would just...
I know it's Stevie Nicks, but who are the friends? What other people are you bringing in?
Yes, okay, so really that concept is, that way it's not only a Fleetwood Mac or a Stevie Nicks show, it's anyone that's collaborated with Stevie Nicks in her epic career. So it is recent as like Miley Cyrus has covered Landslide, so we can pull in some of hers. The big award show that I know many of us know well, for Linda Ronstadt, and that included Sheryl Crow, Annie Lennox, so many amazing people. So we can pull some of that into the show. Sometimes Leather and Lace, of course, Don Henley, everybody knows, and the Eagles that she was, so collaborative with. Some people don't even know it, but also John Cougar Mellencamp.
I'm looking
so
forward to it.
it's a lot of different collaborations that sometimes catch people by surprise. That was Stevie on that background or something, So we enjoy all that, and so we pull it into the show.
And we were talking to him about having a possible show here.
Right.
And I've got to work on that, because I think it would be really, really good. It's very quaint, very nice. And it would be fabulous. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a show here?
Maybe some yacht rock.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And yacht rock.
We'll pull that in.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, the yacht rock is fun. Everything we do is Big Love. So, I think a lot of us in our era grew up seeing the Love Boat show. So we call it Big Love Boat. And it's really just yacht rock. It's a lot of 70s, some 80s music, and we pull that in and just have a lot of fun. A lot of danceable, fun music for that show. And the hats, of course. Wear the themed hats, you know.
That'll be a lot of fun. Now, September the 20th, tell us a little bit, how can we get tickets?
Well, all the proceeds do go to Healthy Ties, and that stands for Trauma-Informed Educational Services. So we do, and what we are building is a group of people who do training and CEUs for healthcare education, all platforms to use trauma-informed practices. And I think in our world we all know that that is just so necessary. And certainly with your background, I know you've seen that.
I was in law enforcement for almost 30 years, actually a little bit more than that, and handled all kinds of sexual crimes, homicides, everything you can think of is what I handled. And so I really feel in my heart for you, Candy, that you're doing this and bringing money in so that you can help people that need it.
These survivors, we come together, and you know, I think we all have experienced a loss, a grief, or a trauma of some sort. Everybody has. Even just COVID itself was something that we have, and our children have had to deal with through the schools and all. And so what we do, we put the emphasis on prevention over cure to get that empowerment to our kids, to empower them in their gift and talent, their natural thing that they do, that they feel strong about themselves about, so that they can make good decisions early on and maybe avoid some of these things. But then certainly Healthy Ties deals with trauma-informed practices for those who are surviving something. Last spring we did something over at the Omni there in Rancho Mirage, for instance, for victims of crime and those who have lost someone to a random act of crime even. You know, some of these things are just not something that these people had any idea was going to affect their lives, but just saying the name of that person that they lost and being able to be heard and seen releases them from being trapped in that type of trauma that they've had to experience without any indication that that would ever touch their lives. But certainly the young person too that maybe committed the crime, that prevention over cure side, there's so much that we can do. And again, I'm just a founder, and Ruth has this huge background in law enforcement and all, and understands that. But what we are is a community, and Ruth, having taken the role that she has in supporting this, is one of our, what we call ambassadors of love. Everything we do is about love. So Ruth, thank you so much for being an ambassador of love.
We're doing some wonderful, wonderful things together.
Right. So we're a community, and we welcome you to Healthy Ties.
Yes. Oh, so one more time, September 20th, Shadow Mountain, Palm Desert, and tickets are $35, and you can buy the tickets.
Oh, and yes, the posters for the show, you can find those on the Shadow Mountain Golf Course website or Lori Loftus's page. You can find it on my page, Candy with an I, Candy Quaid, like Dennis Quaid, Q-U-A-I-D. You can find it on Big Love Tributes or the Big Love Stevie Nicks and Friends show page. All of those pages have a poster about the show, September 20th at Shadow Mountain Golf Course, and it's at 6 o'clock. And all proceeds go to Healthy Ties, and you'll see some different things we're supporting on there. We have a scholarship for young vocalists because of my giving back and helping in that prevention over cure concept. And that's OPA, Opera Performing Arts Scholarship. That'll support that night through all proceeds from Healthy Ties, and we're supporting that, as well as the first 3 animal adoptions that come from awareness that night. So we do awareness, advocacy, and healing arts. And on the poster, you'll see the little QR code, you know, the menu code we all did with COVID, right? And you just use your phone, and it pops right up a website. It's a secure site that supports nonprofits called Zephy, and it's Zephy.com, and on there it'll take you straight to the tickets. It's really user friendly. So
now, isn't there also someone that you help with their training, their vocal training and the scholarship?
Yes, that's the scholarship, the OPA scholarship, exactly, Ruth. It stands for Opera Performing Arts Scholarship. And just out of my own giving back, because I got a scholarship for my undergraduate for vocal performance at college, and then I was Teacher of the Year, and I got my master's, and I've just had a path where I just feel like giving back is part of my responsibility. So I do that, and then the nonprofit does that. So I've done it individually, and now as a nonprofit we're doing it at a little bigger scale, and we want to support young vocalists. So
wonderful. So help us and come to this fabulous event that she is having, Healthy Ties, again at Shadow Mountain, $35, and it's to help the people with the organization. So again, on
And
the
more than
tickets.
anything, you know, we love our love ambassadors, and we welcome you because, you know, as we're like-minded together, that's where our strength is. And we
I
just
love
want you to
Candy.
be part of the community.
I love you, Candy. We're going to be doing some things together. Just
Oh,
watch
it's going to
and
be
see.
so much fun.
Thank
More to
you.
come, more to come.
More to come.
See
Thank
you on Saturday, September 20th. Thanks
That's
for
right.
being there, Ruth.
We'll
Really,
be there.
really
We'll all
appreciate
be there.
it.
Thank
It's
you.
personal to me, so of course I very much appreciate your support. See you there.
Mwah.